What do I have here? Why do you need this on your homestead? How does this help you with your freedom and basically your happiness, right? Let's find out what it is. Welcome to Goose Pond Hideout with Rob. So I discovered this little contraption on the internet and I thought, man, I've got to have one of those because we're talking about freedom and happiness and doing things, you know, self-sufficient. And I saw this little Gizmo here and I thought that is something I got to have. So I did it through Walmart online. I believe it was $23.99 and it was pretty much the same price everywhere. They FedExed it in like 2 days, so that was the quicker place to get it from all the other stores. And I just thought it was the coolest little thing. It comes in this nice little bag. Hopefully you can get it back in the bag once you take it out. And it's a little camp stove. It's stainless steel and it weighs 2 pounds, almost 2 pounds, like a half an ounce less than 2 pounds. So thinking about it, you know, I wouldn't want to carry this if I was backpacking, you know, where you're hiking, like for example, say you're doing like the Appalachian Trail or something like that, where you're every day you're hiking and then you camp for the evening. I wouldn't want to carry 2 pounds in my backpack. But if you were hiking in somewhere, like say you were going to a pond or a lake to fish and you were going to set up camp, you're going to be there a week or 10 days or something like that, you know, then this might be something that's kind of handy. And it just burns little firewood. So you just open the thing up, it's hinged, and all the parts are going to fall out here. So we got a little tray that slides on the bottom. There's a little piece in the inside. You just slide that down. It's got a couple little hooks that it catches in on the inside there. Get that down in there. There, that's down in the little hooks. So now it's solid, and this just slides in this way. Get it in the right way. That's just like a little ash pan, I guess. That's where you put your wood in. Got a couple handles. Little tray that fits in on the top. And then you're good to go. Let me try that the other way. See. Yeah, it fits a little better. Okay, so it sits better that direction. All right, and then there's your little camp wood stove. It's a little breezy here today, so hopefully you can hear me okay. Then I just got a little old pot, got some wood in it. This is what I like the wood stove with in the house. It is really windy here. You know, then like we've got this coffee pot, whoop, a little bit of water in it. And I use this on the wood stove in the wintertime, but it's just the old-fashioned percolator coffee pot. So like this would sit on here, so you could fill it, you know, water, put your coffee grounds in the, and you could make your coffee if you like your coffee. And I have this little teapot. This actually sits on the corner of our wood stove, and it's sort of like my high temperature alarm. Is I have it sitting out on the front of the wood stove, as far away, you know, on the right on the corner, and I put water in it, and then that way if it starts whistling, then I know my wood stove's getting too hot. Like so during the night, I sleep better knowing that's on the wood stove. So that's it. We'll see how it heats up here. Obviously you can't put a whole bunch of wood in there. You know, it's a small little stove, but I think it's going to be really handy to have. And again, it's about your freedom. It's about being self-sufficient, and it's a little stainless steel $23 stove. I mean, shipping and everything, it was about 30 bucks. And I just think it's gonna be, it's just like the cutest little thing that it's just gonna be real handy. I'm like kind of looking for, I may have to make my coffee in the morning outside in the it's yeah, it's just slicker than, and I just, you know, I'm just using little bits of firewood here, little pieces. I just, you know, what's laying around on the ground, I just picked some up and threw some in my fancy wood carrier here. The thing I just noticed here though is when I first started putting the wood in, is the squares, the holes in the bottom piece of what would you call that, like a webbing framework there, but it's the sticks actually will fall down through, so you got to be a little careful that you get them, lay them in straight. If you try to stand them up, they just go right down out the bottom. And so again, it's all about, you know, what I'm trying to share with you is freedom and happiness in your life, that, you know, you can enjoy things and be self-sufficient, and, you know, think on your own, think outside the box, or, you know, whatever you want to call it, your freedom. So this is just going to be like a cute little slick little stove, and you know, you can fire it up, you can heat up coffee, heat up tea, you can warm up a can of SpaghettiOs on it for the kids, beans, and it's actually getting pretty hot here. Woohoo! So I would say you definitely don't, if you close that little door there, that little handle's obviously going to get really hot. So it's not the kind of thing like on the wood stove, you've got the wiring, you know, even when the stove's 400 degrees, you can grab the handle and open the door. I definitely don't want to be touching that little ring. And it's like it's weighted. It's got a little lever standing up there. So you're going to turn it, and then the weight of the ring is going to hold the door locked. So, but again, it's all about your freedom. You doing what you want to do. If you've got no power, you have to, you know, bug out, if you will. You're just, you know, you want to make your coffee outside. Have some fun with the kids on the weekend, and make your little fire, and warm up your pork and beans, or your, as I said a second ago, SpaghettiOs. I kind of wish I was sitting on the other side of that right now, but because it's putting out some heat. I'm waiting for my little teapot I put quite a bit of water in there. I really filled it up. So let's just sit here for a minute, and we'll do a little time lapse thing and see how long it takes to get that water hot. Well, You can hear it whistling now. It took 3, maybe 4 minutes. I was timing it there, but about 3.5 minutes to get it whistling. And it's down, and the coals are almost out already, so I'd already have to be feeding it with some more wood if you wanted to really keep it going. But I think that's pretty darn neat. Obviously it dirtied up. That was a nice clean blue, greenish blue there, and the wood got it all black. But I think it's going to be a really fun thing to have. And boy, look at the steam coming out of that now. It's really windy out here today, so I apologize for that, but I wanted to get this made. And I mean, it's in the afternoon, so it gets kind of breezy here. About, what do we got? About 1 in the afternoon. So all right, so I really suggest you get one of these.